It's coffee vlog. It's now Friday the 30th of July, 8 AM again. And yeah, so this week British weather has returned back to usual type. This morning it's 12 degrees and raining a lot. And for most of the week we've had rain, and it's been considerably cooler than we had during the heat wave. So pretty much back to normal for the UK, but it is at least a lot more reasonable to sleep now, even if it isn't so much fun being outside as it was. So last Saturday, it was relatively still quite mild on Saturday, still quite warm. Spent most of the afternoon out at Judy woods walking with a boy and his friends. That was pretty good. Sunday took him to a park, and then back to work Monday, of course. So, been a pretty busy week. Oh, I need to go and grab a prop. Should have brought it over actually. So, yes, Monday finally the boxes arrived, the white rose boxes, which I'm going to go and grab now. So here you go, branded boxes. It's quite a nice solid box. It holds 6 kilos. We measured that out, so it's a 6 kilo box for coffee, but will be for anything between sort of 3 and 6 really, because we have a 1 kilo box, a 2 kilo box that does perfectly fit 2 kilos, and then we've now got this one which will do 3 up to 6, and then for 6s that will be the case size for bulk coffees and for cafes and restaurants and things. So they'll be wanting to buy it in 6s of our espresso blends, their own custom blends or whatever else. So those have arrived, which is good. And then it's been steady away. Been a lot of work on the smaller roaster. I've had staff off, just keeping up with demand and topping up with different bits and pieces. I did run this one yesterday to do some bulk orders that we need doing. Perhaps we'll be using this one again Monday if we build up. I've got a few things I want to put through it, but they're not desperate yet. So, and I know we've got more things that we only need a small amount of. So maybe only a small one today, and then the bigger roaster again on Monday. But yeah, so it's been a pretty busy week really. It's been about 3 weeks now since we moved to FedEx for shipping, and that seems to be okay as far as I can tell. Not really had any complaints from anyone yet. I mean, realistically, next day carriers are next day carriers, they're all going to do about the same job. Of course, the only issue is that DPD did a 1 hour delivery window, and FedEx don't do that. They just say between 8 and 6 during particular days. So where that delivery window was convenient, obviously that isn't there. Although quite often people seem to miss DPD even though they had that. So I'm not entirely sure how many people even bothered paying attention to it or not. But no one's particularly come back and said that they hate having FedEx compared to DPD. And we have a lot of regular people who order a few times a week. So they've all been getting orders FedEx right now. Then the other bonus for us is the integrated FedEx with the online store, so all the labels are auto-generated now. Well, not all of them, but the majority of our online store ones are just produced automatically, and you just print them out and then slap them on a box of whatever's going out, or number of boxes, which is obviously a big time saver compared to typing in address details all the time for label. So that's going good. Yeah, I think that's about it. There's not a great deal else of excitement been happening this week. So the weather's been pretty poor. Steady away with work. Still not really had a lot of time to do much with Hive. Because just generally, I'm done here and get out, and it's just like eat in bed and that's about it, and get up again. So Hive, not really done a great deal. Yeah, I don't think there's anything else super exciting happened. I've not really watched anything too exciting this week. Just really been rewatching some old stuff I'd seen before, now and again. Nothing particularly marvellous. No, can't think of anything now. It's not very exciting, is it? Really? Well, that's the way things are. Let's see if Mr. Nice, in his million messages he sent me. Oh, he sent me one this morning, yeah. So, Mr. Nellis says, my thing for you to talk about in your vlog has come. I've never watched half of the cartoon on BBC because the programme will end after 25 years. No, I don't think so. I don't remember that myself, to be honest. I could try Judy Woods in possibly 3 weeks, lovely. Paw Patrol the movie, well, I'm not very excited about that. Have you ever played any of the Resident Evil games? I think one, vaguely. I may go to Alton Towers in September when children get back to school, but at the start of the week when they get back. Nigel Farage fears there could be another lockdown that month. Well, who knows really, at the moment. It's all a bit up and down, because they're now saying that cases are dropping again after they peaked. Which, ironically, kind of like the peak came during the Euro football tournament, so you could make what you want out of that, really. But since the Euro football tournament stopped, miraculously all the cases have started diving down again. Strange enough, if you look at the stats, the deaths aren't actually dropping at the moment. It's just cases that are dropping. Same with people in hospital, I think, as well. The numbers of people in hospital is remaining the same or keeping going upwards. It's not dropping down anyway. So I don't know really. It's kind of one of those things you don't quite know what's gonna go on at the moment, because it only takes another variant that's totally bypassed everything to start running riot, and then we will all be back down to lockdown again, because once being vaccinated stops being effective, then you're back at square one, basically. So who knows? Interesting, this week they were saying that there's some new indicators of having a COVID infection if you're double vaccinated, which is sneezing a lot, which people would put down to hay fever at this time of year, runny nose and sore throat. So kind of a bit like having a normal cold. But of course the problem is, if you're double vaccinated, you still get COVID, but you get rid of it without it killing you or seriously injuring you or debilitating you. But while you're getting rid of it, you're still carrying it around. So then you're passing it to everyone else. Which comes back to, shouldn't we keep on wearing masks all the time, because then you're not spreading it about when you're sneezing and coughing and blowing your nose and whatever else. So it'll be interesting to see how that side progresses as well. Simply that while vaccinated people may well be getting it again, And there's not really any clear data I've seen about getting it multiple times or not. Because it's like the common cold, which is a similar sort of virus, really. You can get that all the time, and you can get rid of one and catch another one. Obviously, if you're going to keep catching COVID, whether you've been vaccinated or not, and then passing it around people, it's just going to run riot in all the unvaccinated ones. Unless they can manage to vaccinate everyone. And then of course you come back to the problem that there'll perhaps be a variant that comes out that's immune to the vaccine, and then we really are stuck. Almost forgot, this week's coffee is summer blend. Kind of ironic, seeing as it's wet at the moment, but I mean the good thing of course is wet, cooler weather, everyone's going to be drinking hot drinks again. And that's good for me. So, summer blends, available on the White Rose store. It's a very kind of smooth coffee, quite fruity. Not got so much chocolate. Maybe a bit of licorice actually. I don't know. Yeah, summer blends. So that's out and about. So I think I'm done, really, for today. Well, done with the vlog. I've got a day's worth of work to do. Oh well. Right. Have a good weekend. Next week, and I'll catch you in next week's coffee vlog. See ya.